Hello guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. It is yours truly, jogarmd, where I do bring you guys the latest news regarding our beautiful club, Real Madrid. And please guys, if you guys can give this a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment down in the comment section down below, giving me any feedback. It is all very much appreciated. And please guys, do bear with me as my audio probably is not up to par as my other videos, only because I did go on a mini vacation trip with me and my family. So I hope you guys do understand. But now moving into the big news, guys, it has to be with Toni Kroos because his career as a player has officially ended. And well, it just did not end in the way that he wanted to or would have wanted to, right? But talking a little bit more about the game, well, this is how it started, because in the first 7 minutes, he did commit a very dangerous foul on Pedri, where it did result or to Pedri, not being able to continue to finish the game. And ultimately, guys, as a person, as a human being, you just don't like to see these sort of fouls. I wouldn't wish any injury on any player, because at the end of the day, having great players on the field helps feed competition. It's good, right? It's good competition. And you always want to see the best players play against, other best opponents. But unfortunately, Pedri did get subbed off, and that was that. And then Toni Kroos did continue the game, right? But it wasn't until the second half when the score sheet opened up, and there was none other than Dani Olmo who opened up the score sheet. And well, I just felt at this point, it was, for me, it was nice because part of my family is from Spain, so it is very nice. But at the same time, you don't want to see a legend, lose out in the way that they did, right? But I have to say, during normal time, for a moment, it did look like Spain were actually going to win it, but somehow, some way, they were able to come back, worked with a late equalizer in the 89th minute, and well, at this point, it was like game on. The momentum is on their side, but just literally, just like a late equalizer from Wirtz, well, Merino did also come with his late winning goal and extra time, and it just, it completely gutted all the Germans, and you just knew that once Merino made that goal, it was kind of hard, maybe even impossible, to make a late comeback. And that was the end of the game. And unfortunately, well, Toni Kroos did have to face that defeat, and probably didn't end in the way that he would have wanted to. But nonetheless, you can't take away the accolades, the success that he has built at his time, playing this game. And well, ultimately, guys, he did have, some interesting news from Adidas, because they have actually renamed their 11 Pro as the Adidas Toni Kroos, which is very nice to see, a nice gesture to the legend of the game. And well, also Toni Kroos did have a goodbye farewell message on Instagram. And he said this, that I'm glad that I did play and say yes to the German national team. Despite all the sadness and emptiness since the whistle yesterday, I've seen more and more in the team than she has shown in recent years. But I didn't expect that it is possible in such a short time to have a really realistic chance at the title and be up to date with the best again. So basically, guys, he's just happy for the German team. And even, I have to add that even Kimmich did actually have a farewell, and he had this to say: I wanted to thank everyone, and I wanted to thank Toni Kroos. He celebrated incredible titles and records, and I would have loved to win another trophy with him. For me, he's without a doubt the greatest German player we've had. It's remarkable what kind of guy, what kind of person he is. He is a role model for us. And lastly, his wife did also add another farewell message. In our 16 years together, we have experienced almost everything in football. There was so many highs, but also some lows and lows to overcome. We celebrated together, but we also cried together many times trying to find solutions. A title was still missing. Unfortunately, it shouldn't be this way. Today, we are all just unbelievably sad, but for tomorrow, our heads will be held high, and we are just proud of all of you, Toni. And well, she goes on, right? But you guys get the point. It's just never easy saying goodbye, especially Toni Kroos, who has been trying to fight for this title. This was one of those titles that he just didn't have in his trophy cabinet. But guys, ultimately, what do you guys think? of all the farewell messages, the game yesterday, Toni Kroos saying goodbye to the beautiful game. Ultimately, he's just been such an incredible player for me, a role model in the sense that he's just always given his 100. Even when times were tough, he didn't complain. He did what needed to be done for the team, not just for himself. And well, now after such a long career, well, it is time to finally say goodbye, and it never will be easy, but I just hope that him and his family do now enjoy as just, a fan of football. But with that being said, guys, that is all I have to say, and as always, Hala Madrid y nada más.